Okay. My name is Daniel Williams, and I'm a junior from Houston, Texas, and I play. I'm a designated hitter and first baseman in outfield.
My name is Michael Blevins. I'm a senior. I'm also from Houston, Texas. Me and him went to the same high school, and I'm a pitcher.
Chris Bertrand, head baseball coach, UT Tyler. Wow, what a great baseball game. I mean, I think it's an appropriate place to start. I think that's one of the best college baseball games I've been a part of, and especially to have that type of ball game happen in the postseason. I think we also need to start and give credit where credit is due. What a great Whitworth baseball team that was that we just got to battle with. Dan does a phenomenal job, and I thought, once again, just a great baseball game. Mr. Archard, well, I mean, couldn't have, watching him and Mike work, not only as a coach, yeah, I'm a coach and I'm trying to figure it out, but watching him and Mike work against each other and watching the first 6 or 7 innings of that baseball game unfold, I thought was great. And I found myself at times through the first 7 innings just being a college baseball fan. I mean, I really was. And so hats off to Dan, and a great tip of the cap to his guys, because that was a great baseball game, and give all the credit where credit is due with the way that they played. As far as our guys, I can't be any more excited, and I can't, I don't know if you can find the appropriate words for what a win like that means. And for us, I'm proud of the fact that we won that ball game exhibiting the characteristics that we've been talking about with our team. We won that game the right way. Yes, you got to get hits, you got to make pitches, you got to do baseball execution things, but we won that ball game with grit and with resolve. We won that ball game with a never say die attitude. We recognized in our dugout and on the field the momentum swings of the game, and we did everything we could every time we lost momentum to go and grab it back. And so yes, we executed well enough to win a 6-4 baseball game, and I'm proud of that, but I'm proud of the way our team went about winning that baseball game, because it's the characteristics of a champion, and I think it sets us up well going to the next couple of days.
Coach, talking about Smoke's review. They rallied in the top of the 8th, had the big hit, had the triple, scored the run, and had a sac fly.
Right.
As hard as it was to get runs tonight, the pitchers, obviously they weren't in the game anymore, but as hard as it was to get runs, were you somewhat concerned going down 2 runs that late?
Well, yeah, but I think the concern definitely takes place in a manner that says that you've got to kind of figure out what it is we need to do moving forward. And so what we did was the concern puts your brain in a place where you go start telling some pinch runners to get ready. You go start telling some pinch hitters to get ready. I went down to the bullpen and I started talking to our pitching coach, and we started saying, you know, what is the plan? If the game is tied going into the 9th, what are we going to do? If we get a lead, we obviously want the closer moving around at that point in time. And so concern, yes, but I think concern to the point where it makes you speed up your decision making, because what's important is that you know that you have to climb your way back into the ball game at that point. But when you climb your way back into the game, I think a big part of winning a close game like that is that you don't get caught off guard by anything. And so my concern led me to go through the dugout and go with our coaching staff and start to come up with a plan of, number one, how do we get back in it? And if we do get back in it, let's not get anything caught off guard. And so having our closer available and ready, talking to some different guys, understanding where we were in the lineup, concern absolutely. But I'm glad and I'm proud of our coaching staff and our players for taking the concern and rolling it over into a game plan.
And then again, in the bottom of the 8th, bases loaded, 1 down.
Yes, sir.
That big hit, and then just talk about what that, seeing that 3rd run played, and then again, so within just a few minutes, you went from game planning to, now we got the lead.
That's exactly right. And before that, like you said, I think what led up to that was we had talked about the back and forth nature of it. You know, we went out and got a run, and then we gave one up. And then we went out and got a run, and then we gave one up. And then we go back, and I thought the bottom half of the 7th inning, we went 3 up, 3 down, and we didn't have great at-bats in that situation. And then we come out, and in the top half of the 8th inning, they get some runs. And so I thought just leading up to that, yeah, obviously back and forth and back and forth. I felt like we had to talk to our guys coming off of the field after the top of the 8th inning about, hey, let's do what it takes to grab the momentum back. And then once you get the momentum back on your side, some things are going to start bouncing our way. I thought leading up to that inning, we hit some balls really hard. Now, Archer, once again, did a tremendous job. But I thought we hit some balls really hard throughout the first 7 innings of the ball game where we didn't really catch a big break. I know the home run's a big one and the double was a big one, but I didn't think we caught some breaks through the first 7 innings. And I felt like in the 8th, if we just kind of kept that approach going, that maybe we would catch a break and we would put ourselves in a position to win it. And once you put yourself in a position to win it, and big guy comes up strong, man, it's an emotion that's tough to describe. But I really felt like more than just the execution, I wanted to do something, or we felt like we needed to do something to grab that momentum back on his side, man. If they go 3 up, 3 down right there in the 8th, and then come back and grab the sticks quickly to go to the top half of the 9th inning, that's a different ball game. And so yes, we got 4 runs, but we did a great job of grabbing the momentum in the 8th inning and allowing it to create a rally. I guess that's what I'm getting at. We created a rally, and that was a good thing for our team.
Would you like to talk about the hit?
Yeah.
College World Series, you know, you're down and then you have bases loaded.
Yeah, well, I felt like I had a couple of good at-bats throughout the day, but I hadn't been able to get a hit, so I was like, what if there's a good time, it would be now. And thankfully, I saw a pitch I could handle. And thankfully, our base runners were aware. We got all 3 runs in and got the point squad happy, so it felt good.
You know, and hearing Danny say that, I think once again, with the characteristics that we show, he's exactly right. The first couple of at-bats, things didn't go his way. And for him to come up in that pressure situation and find a calm and find a place in a zone to deliver that hit, what a great characteristic of overcoming what happened in the first couple of at-bats. And when our ball club needed him most, he stayed simple with it. He found a pitch he could hit, it was up in the zone, and he stayed simple with the swing. And when our club needed him most, he overcame anything else that happened earlier and delivered for us. That's awesome.
Mike, question for you. Blake made some big plays for you at third base early on in the game. How did that help you settle down and really pitch much more comfortably from that point?
I mean, we found out quickly that those guys hit mistakes really well, and Blake making those plays was just so clutch. I think that's been one of the biggest parts of this series, or this past 2 games for us, is us just different guys being clutch. And I guess it just helped me to trust my defense, you know, as much as I possibly could.
Does he always play third base like that?
Yes. Yes, sir.
He looked like a vacuum out there.
Yes, sir.
Thanks, gentlemen. Thanks.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it. Thank you.